So take a look over here with my pick hand here, and this is a pick, and the proper way to hold the pick is between your thumb and your first finger. Now you can roll it in sideways if you want, but the whole trick is to get that pick to come like this way, right down across the strings, however you're comfortable, and to be able to do that. I like to open up my hand. Some people like to close their hand. Whatever you're comfortable with doing. The only thing I don't want you to do is get into the habit of resting, because you'll start to confine your work. There's a place and a time later in some advanced courses of where resting comes in handy, and palming and techniques like that. But right now I just want you to get used to strumming down. Take your A chord, your D chord, the other thing, once you start getting that down, you can say, okay, Pastor Bob, I can do that. I can go. Then I want you to start adding some upstrokes and go 3. Did you catch that? They were 3 downs and 1 up. Let's do it together. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Or if you're more comfortable, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And again, we're just trying to create some coordination between your two hands here. The next thing we're going to learn is we're going to learn a couple more chords. And we're going to now move on to a C chord. A C chord here is played this way here. Again, we're going to start with our middle finger, and let's take that on the 3rd string down on your 2nd fret. Your ring finger, we want to come up on the 3rd fret on your 2nd string, and all the way down here on your 2nd string from the bottom on your 1st fret, your 1st finger. And again, you hit that from the C, the 2nd string down, and that's a C chord. Now you could also add a bass note up here by reversing this finger, putting it to the top, and putting your pinky underneath it. And you add a fuller chord so that you can include the top string with that C chord. Here's what that sounds like. See this way? It's just a little bit fuller. You can do the same thing, because our next chord after this, we're going to take this, top 3 fingers, and move them down each 1 string. What we're going to do with this finger over here on the end is we're going to bring it down and bar it, so that we're catching both 1st and 2nd string on that 1st fret. That's an F chord. So we have a C, and if we don't move anything, we just want to do that and just move these 2 fingers down each a string. We have C, F, C, F. If you want to include the tops, you got the other chord that we're going to learn today is a G chord. Now, there's cheater ways to do G chords. Your basic way is, the way I like to do it, is take your pinky, okay, and put it on this last string right here. Now, I'm going to stretch it here a little bit, because most guitar players, especially starting out in the beginning, don't usually use their pinky. And a lot of teachers will say, well, yeah, take your ring finger here, put your middle finger at the top, both E's, and take your index finger and put it on the 2nd fret on your A string. There's a G. The problem is, this little guy here never gets any exercise. So we want to make sure right from the beginning that he gets some exercise. So get used to doing that, and let your ring finger just dangle. Now, the reason I say that is, in a lot of popular music today, not just contemporary Christian or praise, but even secular music, the Eagles were known for adding this extra note to here to all their G's. And well, here's the difference in the sound. And they would do that also in what we call a C2, which you can't learn a G that way, adding that extra finger here, without going into adding what we call a C2, which is just moving these 2 fingers down, each down a fret. Just take this one, move it down, this one from here, and move it down. And what you get when you add that together, this is a C2, this is a G, but it's adding this extra note, which we could also call a G2. And here's how that sounds together. And I know when you hear it, you're going to think of popular music.